Memorial Stadium, Bloomington, Indiana. Normally all the big games were played next door on the hardwood. This is no normal situation. Curt Cignetti's Hoosiers, undefeated and ranked 13th in the nation, welcoming last year's national runner-ups, the Washington Huskies, right here on BTN. Hello everybody, welcome into the broadcast booth. Thank you so much for joining us here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm Cruz Martin alongside Manhattan, New York's finest Sam Cinder. Sam, Curt Cignetti has done what many thought would be an impossible task, change the culture around Indiana football. How has he done it? And they have a lot of great players, including Curtis Rourke, who will be out today. He suffered a thumb injury, had surgery on Monday. So his backup, Taven Jackson, who had a really solid day against Nebraska, will get the start today for Indiana. Washington, their first year in the Big Ten last year, where they were the national runner-ups to the Michigan Wolverines. A completely revamped team this year, a lot of turnover, and it seems as though they're still trying to find their identity. The Huskies entering a hostile environment, a sold-out Memorial Stadium. The Hoosiers and the Huskies coming up next on BTN. It's an A-Sun Big Ten clash on Big Ten Plus as we welcome you to Simon Skjodt Assembly Hall, where the Indiana Hoosiers welcome in the Bellarmine Knights. Both of these teams are riding win streaks coming into today's game. One of those streaks will end here today. Ball still alive, he picks it up, juice towards the goal, and he put it in! 49 games into his career, he hadn't scored a goal. He has 2 so far tonight, a brace for Quentin Elliott. Garzone. Got a triple. Clark now has been awesome all day. Down low, Gibson in the post. Counted in the foul. Nora Gibson a chance at the three-point play with 5.3. And the Highlanders have the lead. Timeout Borden. Hyman down low on Sandvik, and she stuffed it. And the offensive rebound, she couldn't put it in. Meister clears it for Indiana. Chesky, pass down low, and Sandvik caps it off with a layup. The throw out to the back corner of the end zone. It's up for grabs, and it is caught! Hunter Stroud in the back corner. And Martinsville off to a dream start here in the regional final. Chesky, Sandvik corner pocket. How about the day Henna Sandvik's had off the bench?
Biggest at-bat of the game so far for Indiana.
This one skied out towards left, going towards the wall, that will soar over the head of Higgins, and it's a 3-run shot for Carter Matheson, and just like that, Indiana trims the lead down to 2 here at the bottom of the 8th inning. Chesky sees a lane. La Mendola from up top. Skip pass into Garzone, corner 3, Sidney Parrish on the way, good. He is fast, and when I mean fast, I mean faster than a college kid when you hear the word free fast. Brunell up the middle of the field. He's got a seam. He fires off the woodwork. No good. Indiana's able to control it. Reynolds with pressure. Reynolds on the throw. It's caught. Dewey to the end zone for a touchdown. 19. Give him 20.
He hasn't missed.
His first miss. 20 straight three-pointers for Cody Clancy.
A lot of people contributing to this offense right now.
What a finish on the inside. Sophia Reese with the left hand. Kasikoff with it in the box, gets around Miller. Over the middle, here's a shot, and it rolls in. Richie Amon puts it in the net. Washington finally got the opportunity they were looking for, and the Huskies have tied this game up at 2 apiece with under 10 minutes to go. Controlled by the Huskies in the box. Here's a shot, and it's saved on the back line. It was Patrick McDonald who was able to kick that one away.
It starts with the getting out of the half court offensively, forcing more turnovers, getting out and running. Still on the game so far, 0 fast break points for the Knights.
Hyman down low on Sandvik, and she stuffed it. And the offensive rebound, she couldn't put it in. Meister clears it for Indiana. Chesky, pass down low, and Sandvik caps it off with a layup.
The willingness to run in transition, not just the person with the ball, but the support following down the court that time, Bargesser and Sandvik.
Euro step into travel. Another Bellarmine turnover. That's their 8th of the first half.
We talk so much, Cruz, in this game about the turnover battle, as you see just one too many steps there coming to that hop step there was Hyman. The turnover battle is typically +8 in favor, +7 I should say, in favor of Bellarmine against their opponents this season. Right now, Bellarmine is -3 in the turnover department tonight.
Yeah, they turned it over just a hair under 15 a game, but they force nearly 21 a game against their opponents. It's a very scrappy and tenacious defense that the Knights throw out night in and night out. Chesky, Sandvik corner pocket. How about the day Henna Sandvik's had off the bench?
It's double figures now for Sandvik. She's got 10, a pair of threes as well.
That's already a new career high for Henna Sandvik as well.
Came in averaging just 1.9 points per game.
And an offensive foul, a moving screen on the Knights. Ashley Harris called for the moving screen.
We talked with Indiana before this game, Cruz. They said that they might expect a little bit of zone tonight, this afternoon I should say, from the Knights. But when Indiana's shooting 6 of 11 from three-point range, you can't really go into the zone if you're Bellarmine.
Down low, shot missed by Bargesser. She'll go to the free throw line.
14-2 run for Indiana over the last 3 minutes and 16 seconds. 7-0 run over the last 80 seconds. Hoosiers have made 5 of their last 5 field goal attempts. And you know why, Cruz? Because they're getting open looks. They're getting good looks, whether it's at the basket or it's wide open threes. They're making that extra pass. They're driving and kicking and penetrating, and they've done a great job in finding that extra pass to turn a good shot to a great shot so far.
Bargesser in and out on the first. With 6 of 15 coming in to today's contest. 7th game back, missed her first 4 games of the year with a foot injury. She has been riddled with injuries going back to her days in high school. But she's healthy now and was able to split that pair. Indiana with a sizable advantage over this Knights team as we approach halftime. Saved into Bargesser. Nice pass up ahead. And Chesky is all alone. And Chance Dugan wants to talk it over. Timeout Bellarmine. Indiana dominating the fast break point category. Zach, this has been very impressive to watch. Indiana looks like a cohesive unit all the way through. Well, Martinsville back onto the field after a very impressive drive by Evansville Rights. A lot of ground game attack, but ultimately it was the passing that was able to keep their drive alive.
Yeah, that almost Hail Mary from like 15 yards out. An unbelievable catch from Kyler Hamby to keep the drive alive. But something to note, Cruz, is that since Rights likes to run the ball so much, they're going to chew a lot of clock as this game goes on. So Martinsville, they're going to have to take advantage, maybe try to counteract that with some longer drives themselves so that they don't give the Panthers a lot of time to work with.
Reynolds hands it off. Here's a run up the middle, and it's Dewey on the carry as Martinsville gets across the 40-yard line.
Well, Artesians, they only average about 170 yards per game on the ground compared to about 240 yards in the air, but their running game has been really impressive tonight. They're just bulleting through the center.
Reynolds the handoff again. Dewey finding a hole before he's taken down. And Evansville Rights now starting to clog up some of the holes that Martinsville found on those opening drives.
And that's what they're going to have to do. It's going to be a question again of which defense can adapt, which can find a way to win. And Rights, if they can stop that run game, force Martinsville to air it out, then it's going to be advantageous, but you got to cover number 3 in red, Hunter Stroud, if they do throw it, because he is just going to beat you down if he can.
The snap and the handoff. Dewey up the middle. Flag comes in. And this might go on Evansville Rights. Maybe a potential horse collar. And a face mask. And so that'll move Martinsville forward an extra 15. That's already the second major penalty tonight that Evansville Reitz has given up, and that's something that Corey Brunson, the head coach of Evansville Reitz, talked about trying to mitigate in order for them to have success.
Yeah, it's about the one thing that you can really control in this game. It's like your free throws. You got to make your free throws, and you got to limit your penalties. So Reitz, it hasn't really gone their way. They've been a little jumpy, a little bit too aggressive maybe. The defense, they just got to reel it in a little bit.
Now, well, Graham, you were a golfer. It's kind of like your short game, isn't it?
Got to make your three-footers, Cruz.
That's right. Dewey across the 30-yard line now. Shoestring tackle as it was Yanni Clardy to take him down. Potentially save another first down run for Martinsville.
Martinsville, man, I keep thinking that they're going to go play action here. They're just setting up such a strong run game, which is going to make the play action even more convincing. But they haven't gone to the air much.
Snap, trouble for Reynolds, and he escapes it, at least for the moment. He's finally taken down at the 30. That's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. It almost looked like Reynolds was going to be able to escape there.
Yeah, he just got caught at the very last minute. That's the first real slip that we've seen from the Martinsville offense. He wasn't ready for that snap. It's going to be interesting to see if that kind of continues to play in. You got to make sure your communication's strong on nights like this.
Big third down upcoming, not just for Martinsville, but also for Reitz's defense. And neither one of the kicking units for either one of these teams has been spectacular so far this year. Here's the handoff, Dewey up the middle, first down and more. He's still on his feet. Down inside the 20-yard line, just shy of the 15. Martinsville's able to extend their drive.
And the Panthers, they're just not doing much with that four-man rush right now. I really think that they got to bring 1 or maybe 2 more to try to put pressure on the runner. They're just blitzing right through those defensive linemen.
Under 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Martinsville got off to a blazing hot start. The Panthers chewed up a lot of clock and were able to strike back after coughing up the football on their first drive. Dewey on the handoff again. Finds a hole, trucks his way forward down close to the 10. That'll bring up second down.
This is when it gets in dangerous territory where you got to look for Hunter Stroud. This is exactly what they did on that last touchdown drive. Just aired it out to him in that far corner, let him go up and get it. And again, he's lined up on that far side. So look for something similar.
Clock ticking towards a minute. Reynolds on the pass to the far side. It's going to be caught. Josh Jones on the reception, fighting forward, reaching for the end zone. He's going to be a hair short. But how about the fight from Josh Jones, the tight end, making the catch?
Yeah, and it was good defense as well to put a couple bodies on Jones so he couldn't get into the end zone. Extends your life a little bit if you're the Panthers. But, man, the Artesians, they've been moving the ball beautifully, so you got to think that a third touchdown is well within their grasps.
Jones had a terrific outing last week. 3 receptions, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns in that sectional championship clinching win. And a hard-fought win at that over Greenwood. Now Martinsville has an opportunity to go up 2 scores for the second time tonight. Clock now running under a minute. It's been a dream opening quarter for the Artesians, who haven't made it to the state semis since 1996. The snap, a quick pitch, and it's going to be short as Hunter Stroud came in motion. And of course, that we had a conversation about that earlier today. Those small little forward passes, those count as receptions.
They do. That's right, the little jet sweep. And because he's so shifty and so quick, he really can get around that edge fast, but just good defense and awareness from the Panthers that time, not letting him get around the edge.
Final play of the first quarter. Stroud in motion. Martinsville might not even snap the football. And they will not. 12 minutes down here from Martinsville. The Artesians with a 14-7 lead. It'll be second down and goal from the 3 when we come back here at Indiana SRN.
Yeah, she used the word frazzled to describe it, and I think that's a pretty good way to put it. There was a lot of times where they got deep into the shot clock and had to force up some shots they probably didn't need to force up. There were a couple of times, though, where they got in those situations and they were able to attack the basket. They were able to find quality looks, and most of the time they were able to knock them in. So just calming themselves down a little bit, being able to find their shots out of their offense instead of forcing a shot up that they don't have to, they're going to be sitting even better than they are right now.
Well, welcome back to Indianapolis, everybody. I'm Cruz Martin. Alongside me, the coach, Keith Myers. Welcome back to Holmberg Arena. I'm Cruz Martin. Alongside me, my partner, Chris Schumerth. Halftime score, 30-27. Rose-Hulman on top of Illinois Tech, and it was a very strange first half. You would think that with 14 turnovers, Illinois Tech would be out of this game, but they shot 56% from the field. They're right there. Welcome back courtside here in Borden, everybody. I have the head coach of the Christian Academy Warriors, Hayden Casey, along with Josh Renfro. Coach, they had you up on the ropes there for a little bit, but you guys were able to gut it out. How did it happen? Leo picks it up on the break. Down low. Here goes Bryson Tucker to the rim for two. Two-hand flush. Indiana has the lead with 8:02 to go, and Fran McCaffrey wants to call a timeout.